What's going on, everybody? It's your boy D-Mel here, and we're back with another YouTube video. Today, the long-awaited, the GameStop stories. Alright, so this first one is going to actually be a relatively long one. I want to kind of start off with a bang. But we're going to do some short ones on TikTok as well, man. So I do really appreciate y'all tuning into this, bro. I know we've been waiting on this for a while. As you guys know, I formerly used to work at GameStop. Unfortunately, they didn't want to give me my job back, man. At GameStop, if you see this, man, fuck y'all, man. Freaking ops, bro. Y'all left me homeless out here about to get evicted over this. I had to resort to making YouTube videos in order to pay my bills. Speaking of paying my bills, if you want to help me pay my bills, I'm currently on the road to monetization, so I'd appreciate you not only watching this video, but watching all of my other videos. Tuning into the live streams. I stream every day on all platforms, including TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. And if you would leave a subscription on this channel, it would actually really help out the channel, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Let's get into the stories. This story I want to call his Call of Duty pre-order sent him to the hospital. Now, y'all might be like, what? Call of Duty pre-order sent me to the hospital? Like, what does that even mean? All right, I got you. Don't worry. All right, so let me paint the scene a little bit. Back roughly like a year ago, the midnight release events were a lot more common and were happening pretty much for every popular game that was coming out. So it was the release of Modern Warfare 3. Okay, the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, not the old one, of course. So we had a midnight launch event, right? So how it works is typically someone will, like, obviously people work at the store during the regular hours of the day, and then someone will come in roughly at about like 8:30 to 9:30 ish, and then kind of work until about 12:30. And that's kind of how the midnight launch event works. Obviously, those are subject to change based on like the store and like how many pre-orders they have, how many anticipated people, that kind of thing, right? So we're at this store, right? We got about like I think like 200-ish people like estimated to show up. So not a huge pre-order event. Roughly, we'll be able to get through everybody in I'd say roughly about like 20 to 30 minutes. It's nothing crazy. But yeah, so someone had come in and pre-ordered roughly about like a week before, and when they made their pre-order, we allow this at our store. Every store is kind of allowed to do it like at the description, but there's like a little note section whenever someone makes a pre-order, right? Because obviously it goes on their account that they have it pre-ordered, and it has how much they paid on it, whether they paid $5, $100, or the whole balance of whatever the game is, right? So you're allowed to leave in the notes. For example, say I made a pre-order and I wanted my mom to come pick it up for me because I'm going to be working or something like that, right? Or so I'm allowed to leave her name and put it in the notes. So this guy comes in and he pre-orders, and he says who it's his girlfriend, and he leaves her name in the notes and says, okay, she's going to pick it up for me. I'm going to be working, but she's going to pick it up for me and then just bring it to her apartment so that he can play it whenever he gets home from work. Makes perfect sense, right? So we do it normally, leave her name, that kind of thing. And how that works on our end is she would be allowed to come and pick up the order. But along with picking up the order, she's also now allowed to cancel the order as well, right? So we're getting ready for the midnight release event. We open the doors. She's one of like the first people in line. And she goes, hey, I'm actually here. I'm not picking up a game today. I'm actually here to cancel the pre-order under this name. And at first, just like out of curiosity, we're kind of asking like, hey, is there a reason? Like, did something come up? Like he wasn't interested anymore, that kind of thing. And she goes, no, I'm just gonna get my money back on this one. And we're like, okay, store policy, we got to give her money back, right? So we give her the money back. The pre-order event kind of goes longer than expected, so we're expecting to kind of be done with it in like 45 minutes. Ends up going to roughly like an hour and a half, which perfectly normal. That's fine. We're typically kind of like staff around that kind of thing, right? So about like 5 minutes before we're gonna like shut the doors and just like call it a night, and then like kind of like clean up the store, that kind of thing. The boyfriend shows up to the GameStop, and he's confused. He's very confused. He's like, what's going on? Like, I got home and my girlfriend wasn't there. Like, is she okay? Like, did something happen? And I go, well, she actually was one of the first people here. She literally came in and refunded the order and got the money back. Now, this is an order that he had paid full price for, and it was like, I believe, the Ultimate Edition. So he had paid probably around like $100, I think, something like that. And I say that to him, and this dude is livid. This man is livid. So he calls her on the phone, right? He's like blowing up her phone. He's in the store, and we just tell him, we're like, hey, you know, our store's not in the greatest neighborhood, so like we kind of just let him. We're like, hey, you know, you can stay in the store. We're gonna start cleaning up some stuff. You can stay in the store, make your phone call to your girlfriend, figure out where she is, make sure she's okay, obviously, you know, because if something happened to her, then that's important for us because we would have been the last place where she was known to be. So obviously that's like very important that like we kind of know that she's okay as well. So he's kind of calling her, multiple times, and like no answer. It's been like about like 15 minutes now. Some other guy knocks on our door, and the guy that was in our store looks up, and immediately you can tell this was someone that he knew. Turns out this man was the girl's ex-boyfriend that apparently she was leaving her current man to go be with. And I guess because she was leaving him, she just said, fuck it, I'm gonna go to GameStop and refund his order and take the cash and dip. So the boyfriend comes up. The boyfriend is knocking at the door, right? So we open the door, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And I'm at the door. He's like yelling over me at the guy that's in the store. And he's like, yo, why you calling up my girl? Why you calling my girl? You know how late it is at night, man? What's up, bro? She don't want to be with you no more, man. She want to be with a better man like me. Bro, this man pushed past me and started beating the brakes off of this man. Bro, when I tell you this man did a football lunge, it was absolutely insane, bro. Bro, they start scrapping. Now, the good thing on our end is we typically have a police presence whenever there's a midnight event because our store, again, not in the greatest area, but our store normally has security in, like, our plaza's parking lot. So whenever we're open past normal business hours, we usually have some type of, like, cop there or security officer there. So the security officer immediately gets out of his car and, you know, is breaking up the fight. So we're sitting there. I'm just sitting there watching from inside the store. Me and my store manager, as well as one of my other coworkers, we're just watching these dudes box it out, right? So bro was beating the brakes off of him over Call of Duty. Bro, this man breaks the ex-boyfriend's nose and sends him to the hospital. So not only was a police there that had to make an arrest on a dude for assault, then someone had to get sent to the hospital. Bro, we were sitting there for like 2 hours, man. It was crazy. The moral of the story is, do not let your girl or your man, I gotta give some respect to any female watchers that might be watching, do not let your significant other pick up your pre-orders for Call of Duty. Because you never know, man. You might get screwed up, bro. Not only did that guy showed up to our store thinking that he was gonna get his copy of his game of Modern Warfare 3, not only did he not get the game, but then he caught a case. That is crazy, bro. GameStop is the store where you ultimately have to resolve your beef, bruh. And if you don't resolve your beef, man, listen, bro. Someone might jack your copy or someone might refund your copy of Call of Duty. What can I say, man? Nah, real talk, bro. This is this story was actually so stupid, bro. When I literally repeated this to my mom, when I tell you she did not believe me, like she genuinely thought I was capping. And there's gonna be a lot of y'all that think I'm capping. Hey, bro, think what y'all want, man. Just enjoy the video, man. I really appreciate y'all for checking out the video. This has been your boy D-Mel, and check out all my platforms. Links will be in my description. Like the video, comment what you want to see next, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.